Hi, my name is Cecilia, and the last video I uploaded was my transfer decision reactions video. I will be transferring from New York University to Columbia University, and I received several comments about my stats, and so that's what I will be going over in this video. Just some general information about the Columbia transfer application. Columbia University uses the Coalition app for transfers. The Coalition app allows you to upload 4 honors or distinctions and up to 8 activities, and then they also require you to write the supplements as well as a personal statement, which replaces your typical Common App essay or college essay, and that's where you write about why you're transferring. For the transfer application, you have to upload your grades from freshman year to senior year of high school. Kind of scary, I know. And then you also have to upload your grades for your first semester of college. You also have to later upload your midterm report, which is basically your grades that you received for your midterm. It's not really like the regular college application where you can kind of slack second semester if you applied early. You really have to work hard to keep your grades up. I will be starting with the profile information, just to give you some background information about myself as an applicant. So to start, I went to a public high school in a suburban town in Massachusetts with a class size of 266. I am not legacy, and I am not a first-generation college student. So somewhere here on the screen, I'll display my grades for high school and for college. So these are my high school grades, and these are my college grades. Okay. And then my scores, so for the ACT, I took it twice. The first time I got 34, the second time I got 35, and I reported sections from both attempts, and so I'll just read out the categories. For English, I got 35, Math 36, Reading 34, Science 36, and Writing 8. And then I also reported 2 subject tests, and so for Chemistry, I received a 720, and for Math 2, I received an 800. And then for AP exams, I reported 5 scores. I got a 5 on Calc BC, Chemistry, and French, and then a 4 on Biology and AP Literature and Composition. For the honor and distinctions, like I said, you can upload up to 4, and I included that I was first oboe of the All-National Concert Band, 3rd place at the National Youth Club Championship for Ultimate Frisbee, first oboe of the Massachusetts All-State Concert Band, and then I wrote that I received the French seal of biliteracy. And yeah, I don't really know if that's what you're supposed to write in that section, but that's what I did, and it kind of worked. So yeah, I also received awards. I received awards, and so I included those in my resume. I think that's what I was supposed to write, but they were still, notified about that through my resume. And then for activities and experiences, you can write it in order of importance to you, and so that's what I did. The first thing I have is the Massachusetts Youth Wind Ensemble at New England Conservatory Preparatory School, and I was principal oboe for 2 years. I wrote that we performed and toured in France. The second activity was Boston Ultimate Disc Alliance Girls YCC team, which is the national team that I talked about, and so I wrote I was a selected player on the U20 team and placed 3rd at the National Youth Club Championship. Third activity was the Trian Music Honor Society. I wrote elected president of society, led the music programs to performance, outreach, and community service. 4th is school ultimate frisbee team. I was selected captain for 2 years, placed 2nd at mixed states and 2nd at boys D3 championships, helped run practices, set up games, and recruit. 5th activity was the Boston Youth Symphony. I auditioned and was a selected oboist for the top orchestra of the Boston Youth Symphony Orchestra's 6 ensembles. We also did an opera production with professional singers. And then 6, I was a volunteer for the Korean American Citizens League of New England. I was a graphic designer and a volunteer for events such as the Young Leader Symposium fundraising dinner and Korea Day. And then 7 is that I was a church choir singer and oboist. I performed solo oboe and sung in a choir during mass services. And then the last one was Vocalision a cappella group, which is an a cappella group that I joined at NYU my freshman year. I wrote that I auditioned and was selected for an Asian interest mixed gender a cappella group. And then I think in the Coalition app you can specify if you had any leadership positions or whatever. And so I wrote, I was featured as a rapper and soloist in a single. Yes, I rap. That was really out of my comfort zone. But yeah, it was cool. So I was featured as a rapper and soloist in a single. And I also wrote that I recorded a music video for the International Championship of Collegiate Acapella quarterfinals. So yeah, that's all my stats, extracurriculars, and honors. Oh, and my resume, I should go over that. So My resume. I submitted like my regular resume. I didn't know that you could like do a separate resume just for colleges that is like super packed with just all the activities you did, which I submitted to other colleges but not to Columbia because Columbia was my first deadline. And so my resume is super just white space. It's really sad. Like look at all the white space on this resume. How did I get in? It literally looks like I did nothing during high school. By the way, this is the resume that includes everything I did in high school and then Columbia resume. Yeah. I don't know how I got in. I really don't. It's a miracle. I guess I'll just go over the new stuff that appeared on this resume because most of the things are repeats. But I was the president of Club, which is a cancer awareness and fundraising club. I was a part of that club for 4 years of high school, and then for work, I wrote that I was an assistant coach for the Boston Ultimate Disc Alliance team, and then at NYU, I was editorial board member for the Gallatin Literacy Review, and I was a children's program volunteer at the Tower Hill Botanic Garden. For the awards, I wrote that I was an AP Scholar with Distinction, National Merit Commended Scholar. I received the John Philip Sousa Band Award, Fine Arts Director Senior Book Award, French Senior Book Award, French Award for 2 years, Dartmouth College Book Award. And then for honors, I just listed the honor societies that I was a part of that I didn't mention on my application before, which was the National Honor Society and the French National Honor Society. That is officially it. I had 2 recommendation letters from 2 NYU professors and then a recommendation letter from my high school counselor. And I think that's probably how I got in. I think my recommendation letters were very strong. Because of COVID, you know, a lot of things were kind of closed down on campus, and so I figured I'd just focus on academics because in high school I was always occupied with oboe or frisbee, and so I couldn't really focus on academics. Definitely tried to be like the best student I could be at NYU, and so I think my letters of recommendation from the NYU professors were very strong. In fact, she said it was one of the best ones she had written. Yeah, that's how I think I got in. But other than that, I know that my parents prayed a ton, my aunt prayed a ton, and so there's that too. Anyways, I hope this gives you some insight into my transfer application. Best of luck to anyone applying to transfer. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. Bye!